What's good, everybody? Hello and welcome to the latest episode of What We Talking About. I, of course, am your host, as every week, Aaron T. Montgomery. And today the T stands for the footwork, as we will talk about everything shoes. That guy over there is
Donovan Woods, not the non-creative one. Go ahead, just take it.
All right, Donnie. Today we're going to talk about something that you know nothing about. So because of that, I had to invite somebody else onto the show that has slightly more knowledge than you.
Good idea.
Our good friend from the Northern Virginia area, Lloyd Intuck. Lloyd, how you doing?
What it do, ladies and gentlemen? Live and direct from Falls Church, Virginia. Nice to be here with you, gentlemen.
All right. Good to have you as always. Lloyd, I want to discuss Sneakerheads because it's becoming more and more popular as time goes forward. And Donnie, just to explain to you what a sneakerhead is, it's just a person who collects shoes. I know you don't know these things, so I have to let you know.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So sneakerhead is someone who collects shoes and not just random shoes, like the go-to, you might call them hype beast shoes. So Jordans, Nike Air Force, Nike Dunks, Yeezys, Adidas NMDs, just rare shoes. There's so many. Well, I won't say so many, but there's a lot of different styles that people gravitate towards, and we're going to talk about some of those tonight because this isn't this is like what baseball cards were when we were young. You think that's a fair assessment, Lloyd?
I like that. It's baseball cards now you up the price a little bit. Still
slightly. Hey, but before we start, Aaron, I did this on purpose. I don't want to show my shoes after you've shown your shoes. So let me just show you the 3 last pair of shoes I own, okay? All right,
you
tell me.
Never showed these, but okay.
I gotta show them just to be like, are y'all, are they that bad? Okay. All right. So these.
Okay.
How you feel about them?
One more time. Spin them around.
I mean, what are we supposed to say to those?
What exactly are those?
Oh, okay. Those are Brooks, but okay. All right.
Brooks Brothers?
Not Brooks. Wow. No, they're called Brooks. Just stop. They're running shoes.
They just called Brooks?
Okay, please. Next.
Lloyd, hold on. Lloyd, this might be something out of my price range. Lloyd, have you ever heard of Brooks?
I mean, I've heard them. They look nice, but they're not sneakerhead shoes.
Okay. How about this?
Go for it.
Pretty, but we don't know what that logo is.
Is that DC?
No, it's On. The Swedish and last ones. How about these?
Okay. New Balance.
Okay, New Balance.
That works.
That's like too new.
Okay. That's something everybody knows.
All right, so now we can continue. That's for everybody watching. That's not what we're talking about, apparently. So let me get educated, please.
Those are fine. Those are fine shoes, but they're not collectibles. Okay. That's what the point is. So Lloyd, let me ask you, when did you start getting into a mindset where you thought more about collecting shoes or shoes that you wanted to keep rather than just something to wear?
I'll tell you what, man. I'm a newbie at the game, so. Just in the recent past couple of years, started looking into Jordans and collecting them, and always wanted them. I think like all of us as adolescents, we grow up with Jordan as an icon in our lives and get a little money, and now you can finally get the shoes. But it's a symbolism of style. It's fashion. It's not comfort. Donnie's shoes are all about comfort. These are about fashion, style, the collectible designer shoes.
Okay, and what was your shoe that you bought after you felt this way about it? What was the first pair of shoes that you bought?
Oh man, I'm a fan of the 3s and 4s.
Okay.
3s and 4s, Tinker Hatfield design, 88, 89. I think that's kind of what kicked off the sneaker culture as we know it today. So some of the first ones I had, the Toronto Raptors, the gray and blue Denver Nuggets style. So,
and both of those are Jordan 4s, Donnie.
Yes, exactly. Which again, just for Donnie, is significant too. You're a Jordan fan, right?
Yes.
All right. So you remember some of the memories through Jordan's career, his first title, slam dunk or All-Star game. So these all symbolize those career moments in his career.
Let me ask you guys something, because everyone isn't a sneakerhead. Even though this is a sneakerhead episode, I want to be able to bring people in to not speak negatively of people who collect sneakers as if it's, oh, those are people who shouldn't be buying it. They should be paying their rent or they living with their mom. How they getting shoes? I don't want that as the what you think about. It's a collection. Like, I like comic books. I like vinyls. I like certain things that I would spend money on. So this is your thing. But as a collectible, you do wear them or you do not wear them?
I wear mine. I choose to wear mine all the time. But I think most real sneakerheads choose not to wear those. Or if they are going to wear a pair, they buy 2 pairs. So I think,
geez. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, people that are really into it, like you've seen, them do interviews with ball players, and they'll have a wall of shoes behind them. They'll have those actual plastic cases, not the ones that you get advertisement for on Facebook that fall apart in 2 seconds, but like the real versions of those, where you open a little lip, the thing slides out.
I almost bought one of those. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Okay.
But they have just a plethora of shoes, of course, because they have the funds to get everything they've ever wanted. So
I will say I agree with Aaron. Like, I'll wear mine, but I won't wear it on rainy days.
Oh, okay.
I'll wipe them down after wearing them. So you do try and take care of them because they have a pretty high resale value.
Have either of you ever sold a pair of your shoes?
No.
I've not, but I'm going to list a couple of pairs, a couple that I got 2 of.
See, look at that.
Would you, if you liked a pair, and let's say they're a size 7, okay, which I know neither one of you wear size 7, would you buy them as a collector? If you really want that shoe, is it that type of collection? Like, are you guys that far into it where you'd buy it? I know I don't fit it, but I want this shoe. You would get it like that?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Okay.
I think you still have to wear it because, like, so Aaron, tell me about when you're wearing them. You're out and about in public wearing them. If somebody recognizes them, tell me like how
that's it. That's what it's all about. If nobody recognizes the shoe you have on, then it's kind of like, man, did I waste my money on that? That's the thought that would go through my head. Like, I want it to be recognized. My shoes, if like I had a pair of the Tinker Hatfield 3s that came out a couple years ago, his original design for the 3s of Jordan, and once you and our other friend Eric recognized them, I won. Whatever I spent on them, it was automatically worth it. Somebody else saw them and instantly knew what they were, and that's really what you want.
I'll say it like this so Donnie can understand. Donnie, if you're wearing a wrist piece, a watch, and somebody's like, "Oh man, I really like that Seiko." I don't know why.
That was your go-to.
What?
Okay. Something we wore. Does it have a calculator on it?
Just say Brooks. That Brooks watch that you had.
Exactly. I like that Brooks watch. Then you smile. You feel a little bit good inside. It's okay. Somebody recognized what I
think that's beyond the perception of why would you spend that much, and I can get over that because I spend money again on things I like. I think that's the difference. Aaron says his high comes from the recognition. No one sees my comic books. Like, I haven't seen them in a year. They're in my closet. I've read them. I bag them. Done. Some of them I haven't even read. So for me, that's a different type of collectible.
But Donnie, if you would get that same feeling if you were talking to somebody who loved comic books and you said, I got that Spider-Man 2 or that Spider-Man that was drawn by this artist instead of the normal artist. Like, if that happened, it would be worth it to you. Like, you're talking to somebody who's on the same
level. How rare that is for a black man to be talking about comic books out in public and to be like, yeah, I got that Spider-Man, Unless it's Dingo, nobody else cares.
That connection feels good, right? But that connection means something when
because people who like comic books are weird, okay? They're weird. I just happen to be not a weird guy.
A lot of people say sneakerheads are weird, too.
Right.
You say sneakerheads are weird.
Okay.
And honestly, they have the same type of following where you have comic book guys, they go to Comic-Con, like that's their yearly thing. There are the similar things for sneakers where people go, they buy and sell sneakers there. Somebody might be selling their favorite or reselling their favorite pair for an obscene amount of money. Like that happens in the sneaker world as well.
So let me ask you this. So you guys are both into it, you both enjoy it. I can tell me Lloyd has a collection of, and I appreciate it. If you're ever going to be a guest on this show called What We Talking About, you got to step your game up. Eric Missick came strong. Quentin was a great interview. And Lloyd has stepped the game up even more by having a display. So this is for real. Anyway, back to it. How would you explain to somebody that how this all started. When was it the Jordans that kicked this off, where there was a shoe that was memorable that people wanted? Was that the shoe?
I'll take a stab at this first,
Mhm.
Aaron. I think it was Jordans that kicked it off, and I think it was a combination of, y'all remember the Spike Lee film
Yes.
Do the Right Thing,
Yes.
right? So I think Jordans kind of came around at a time when street culture is getting recognition in pop culture, in media, in high fashion. And so, as Jordan's legend grew because of his on-court performance, and the design of the shoes grew in terms of their style and both street cred as well as fashion cred, and that really kind of kicked into overdrive in the 90s.
Okay. And
I agree.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Aaron. Go ahead.
I agree with what he said. And it was he had his own line. You know what I mean? Like, it was Jordan's shoe. I mean, other players had some before, but none on that level. And it was definitely a beginning of things. And like, I never liked the first version of Jordans, but they are now like iconic. And some of the most sought after sneakers are the OG Jordans, as they're called.
And those are the ones you'll see like are black and red, for example.
Correct.
Like the Bulls colors.
And
I
they
thought
got the swoosh on it before
the Nike
the Jumpman
symbol,
logo,
or is it,
before all that.
That's what I thought. Okay.
They had the Jordan, Air Jordan with the wings next to it, and the weird logo that they had back then.
Old logo.
So that's the next question then. So when did that happen where I could recognize that? I know exactly what you're talking about. I see the difference. I remember that. But when did you guys start noticing, and when someone mentions a shoe, you're like, oh yeah, how did that happen? Where do you go to like be aware that this is even out there?
Well, I follow some companies on Twitter, especially one is called Nice Kicks, and they are actually based here in Austin. They have a store downtown by campus, and they know everything. So they'll tell you the release dates of any shoe that's coming out. They have the inside information. They used to put up links. I don't seem to get those anymore, but I go to a different site called Kick Finders that will actually have links to stores to buy the shoe. Like today, I don't know if you noticed, Lloyd, today Bread Yeezy Boost was released and sold out in minutes. And Bread is a abbreviation for black and red shoe. This is called Breads.
Okay.
Don't ask me why. That's just what it is. And Yeezy Boost Breads came out today. They were black with the red writing on the side that sold out, I'm sure, in minutes. And I mean, this is the world that these people live in.
I mean, yeah, and like Aaron said, like because of things like Yeezy, it's now in the world of high fashion. So you're going to see it across a lot of media outlets. It's not just on the sneaker sites, but it's on the fashion blogs, the design websites, etc. It's just news in pop culture. So when a new shoe is coming out that either is a throwback to an original colorway or a throwback to an original design, it's just makes a splash for one reason or another, either rarity, uniqueness, or just the design was wildly popular.
So how do you get into the game? Like, for example, this is being recorded in early December 2020. And I saw a commercial today that, I don't know if it was online, probably online on YouTube or something, but it was for, the Steph Curry's coming out with a new shoe. Season starting for the NBA, and the shoe looks decent. How does Steph Curry or any type of athlete or whoever get into that conversation if they're not a Nike athlete?
It's not up to them. It's really up to the community. If
it's up to the street.
Right. If they're style, like when Steph's the first version of his Under Armour shoe came out, they were panned. They called them granddad shoes, like, and they were ugly, and I'm sure they didn't sell well. The funny thing is, some years from now, if you have a pair of those, they might be worth something. But it just was an ugly shoe. The street said it was ugly. They're not going to sell enough to really garner attention, and they had to move on immediately to another design.
I'll tell you what, sometimes it might be like only in hindsight. Like some of the New Balances that are collectible right now maybe weren't popular when they were first released by New Balance, but now those are never going to be popular on the street. But some of the old ones, just with time, it's like, okay, those were legendary. Everybody had those, or some particular person had them, and so they gained popularity from that. So it's hard to say what shoes now are going to come out and be a hit. But time will tell. If Steph keeps playing well, and eventually when he retires or
Does
whatever,
that matter?
They could be.
Does
popular.
that matter to the industry? Because like everybody
somebody
you
like
name
LeBron's,
is pretty big. LeBron, Michael, those are like.
I'll tell you what, Aaron. What do you think about LeBron? Are LeBron's like sneakerhead shoes? Are they pop culture shoes? Or are they just basketball shoes? Like basketball heads know about them.
They haven't reached that status yet because like I have a pair of LeBrons that I bought recently just because I like the colorway of them. Let me see if I got them up here.
Yeah, but it's like Jordan was a style icon. Okay, that's
so
nice.
I like the colorway.
Yeah, those are just nice looking
colorful,
shoes. Yeah,
but they're LeBrons. They got this. I don't know if you can see. It's like a lion design on the back. There's not really. It doesn't add anything to the shoe personally, but it doesn't take it away. So I'm good with them. But it was just this color. Like if it was any other color, I wouldn't have bought them because I don't find them that attractive, to be honest with you. But in this colorway, yes.
What if I bought them? Here's an example. What if you bought those On shoes or Brooks or something, and you were showing them now? What if I'm bringing something to the table? Like I'm starting something new.
You can try.
Go for it. Do you, boo boo?
Exactly. I mean, that's what a lot of it is, though. A lot of it is individual style. And I know we only got a couple of minutes left, so I do want to hear from Aaron. OGs versus retros. Is there a particular number that you gravitate towards? Is it for personal style or for memories? Or
I love the threes. So if you look on my shelf, that second shelf there are all threes, and then there's another pair down here.
Can you show some? I want to see the profile, man. Show some.
The first one I bought, my entrance into the game was the Jordan 11, the lows, which aren't as appreciated, but it was the Georgetown colorway. So of course I had to have them. So I got those. Then
I got a fake pair of those. But
nobody spends money on Georgetown colors. Nobody spends money on them.
Calm down. The retro threes in the wolf gray with the iconic elephant design on it. I like
Why
these.
Do they
I
call
saw
that
them. I had to have them.
Why is that called?
Because it's supposed to be after the skin of an elephant. Have you ever seen that?
Kind of looks like an elephant.
Okay.
Then I have my True Blues, of course, threes.
Yeah.
These were a collab design, so that's why they're all black and don't have the elephant design on them, but they are still threes. Right. I have some others. Of course, Air Force Ones are always a go-to, so I found this colorway of them with the purple sole. I think they stand out. Okay, so got a little technical difficulties there. Donnie, don't be so mad. It was my fault. Look, so I'm telling Lloyd about my shoes, right? I'm a fan of the threes, like I was saying. So I have my threes on the center.
You say threes? Like the third time? Go ahead.
Yeah, like the third time. I have my, stick with me. I have my True Blues, of course. I have my Wolf Grays, the Tinkers at the end there.
Pull them out, man. We want to see them. Pull them out. We want to see them.
Come on now.
Real briefly.
Let's look at them again.
I don't want to pull something loose again like I did last time. So threes still have the elephant print on it. I have my beloved Concords, 45 on the back rather than 23, so it makes it more special than you, Donnie.
Oh yeah.
I get colorful. I get a little colorful with the Air Max.
Okay.
Good brand.
I like.
Those are also sought after ones. The Air Force Ones with a purple sole colorway. Something different. Ladies like it.
Yeah.
Who likes it?
Your mom.
Okay. Now we can't.
Please.
It's going out.
So I'm a fan of Jordans just overall. I would call myself a sneakerhead either. I'm just an enthusiast at this point. But we all has our thing. We have our hobbies, and that's what I chose to pick up on.
I'm gonna just run through a couple in the collection here. I'm also a Jordan fan primarily. Do have the occasional just Nike Dunk, just if I like the colorway or the symbol. This is called the Nike Samba. Shout out Brazil. But some of the shoes, this was the most special. Jordan 11s. Wife got it as our 11th wedding anniversary gift. 72-10, greatest season in NBA history up until Steph Curry disrupted that. And a Win Tour collaboration with Jordan Brand. Shout out to Aaron who helped me cop these on the release date. Jordan 3s for the wife. Those are not mine, although I would rock these. Let me see here. What else? Got these the week before the Toronto Raptors won the NBA title. I'm hoping that when Drake dies, I'm going to resell these for super high value.
Somehow Drake died in every edit of this podcast. That's terrible.
Yes, indeed.
Terrible.
Great MC, but I need the money. Denver Nuggets, Jordan 4s. Just kind of love this style. Perfect with everything in my wardrobe.
Hold on. Did you get let me be honest. Did you get those because of the Denver Nuggets or?
Oh, no. This was purely because of the style. I love gray shoes. I love gray and blue. So this goes with.
And that shade of blue?
I mean, this is Carolina blue. Shout out Tar Heels, y'all. Where's the camera at? But
it's funny. A pair of 9s, I think a Jordan 9s came out today with the university blue.
Yes, indeed. Donnie hates them, but it's all good.
The roof is the ceiling.
Last but not least, the golden wheat or golden harvest. I'm sorry, the suede wheat color. These are kind of a throwback to the Timberland boots, but these are the Jordan 5s from his first, or Jordan 6s, I'm sorry, from his first championship year. So,
do you wear those like on LDC projects or?
Oh, absolutely. I wear them everywhere.
Nice.
Later this year, Donnie, on December, I think the 26th or the end of the month, the reverse flu games will come out. That's the Jordan 12s, black and red, but predominantly red rather than black.
Oh, we gotta get those for Donnie as a Christmas gift. Or...
Yeah, what size shoe you wear, Donnie? 8, 7? What is it?
He wears 7 for Brooks, 6 for Ons.
I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong. As we wrap this up, if Jordan wasn't a part of this, it may not be your thing because you haven't shown me a lot of shoes, or we haven't even spoken about this broad variety of Adidas and then Reebok. Some the answers. Did you guys have those shoes when those were hot?
I had a pair of like the second generation, but I wear those to play ball. But I'll say it like this: like one quote I heard from a competitor of Jordan in his playing days, Rex Chapman, who basically said Jordan not only was the best player on the court, but he looked the best while he was doing it. So I think there's a style component that goes into the success that Jordan had. That's why, I think both Aaron and I are big fans of the shoes.
Fair enough. So, I appreciate you, Lloyd, coming in and educating me. Again, I didn't want this episode to just be about me acting ignorant about something you guys like and care about. I want other people who may not understand it. Hopefully, after watching this, maybe your spouse, you understand them better, or you'll know what to get your spouse for anniversary gift or something like that. So, or a friend, get it for a friend, whatever you want to do. I don't know if you buy friends these type of shoes, but maybe you get some Ons. I can show you the website. Swedish shoes. No, okay.
That's what you buy your enemies.
That'll tell you what the level you are in your relationship based on the shoes. Yes. But we do appreciate you being on this list.
We don't endorse that on this show.
All right. So
thank you guys for having me. I'm gonna, now that I'm on the show, I'm gonna actually finally click the subscribe button. I encourage y'all out there to do the same. Great podcast. I like what y'all are doing, and let's get them views. Let's rack them views. Rack it up.
That's it.